Well, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. My name is Patrick Brown, and I'm the director of the Michigan Adult Community and Alternative Education Association. And thank you and welcome to our exhibitor information session for our Fall Conference 2022. We're so happy to have you here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We'll keep this information session relatively short, but really just want to thank you for taking the opportunity to join us. Thank you for your sponsorship. And we wanted to both update you on what's happening in Michigan as it relates to community, alternative, and adult education, and share with you specific details of our fall conference coming up. The title of our fall conference this year is Partners for Progress. We feel that our programming supports so many statewide and national initiatives to improve the lives of families from early childhood all the way through adult skill building. So we're happy to share that. We've been busy this summer. Many of our programs have been busy doing different activities and events. And we're excited and looking forward to kind of having a crowning achievement of a summation of all of that at our fall conference. So in today's session, we'll kind of go over some of our conference details. We'll talk about the exhibit and sponsor information, and then answer any questions that folks may have. You may have noticed since the last time you engaged with us, and we thank you so much, that we have a new name and a new logo, but we really have rededicated our mission. So we are now the Michigan Adult Community and Alternative Education Association, MACAE, M-A-C-A-E. It's our same name, but reorganized a little bit. We've got over 400 members, 125 different organizations and agencies, and what we're looking to have at our fall conference is guests from the education field, early childhood, youth learning option agencies, workforce, and more. We have members in our association from public schools, nonprofits, community colleges, employers, training providers, and government agencies. And the attendees typically are CEOs, administrators, directors, supports, and instructional staff, as well as any of our workforce partners, and especially on the adult education space, WIOA, WIOA partners. What we've been working on this summer, we thought we might share with you a few of the highlights of things that are important for us. And as we look to the fall conference and engaging you all as exhibitors and sponsors. And this would be a great opportunity and moment for me to just pause and say thank you to all of you that have stuck with us over the last couple of years during COVID. We were able to conduct 2 full virtual conferences, as well as 2 spring institutes virtually, having over 1,000 different imprints of participants over those 4 events over the last 2 years. We also held nearly 30 virtual professional development opportunities, and many of you participated in those with us over the last couple of years. And now, as we transition back to hybrid and in person, we're just so excited to offer continued and enhanced programming. So this summer, our board of directors met and held their annual retreat. They've realigned our strategic plan, and we're happy to share that with anyone that would like to see that, and really enhanced where we go forward from here for the next couple of years. And so we're very excited about that. We'll be sharing more in-depth details of that at the fall conference in a MACAE update session, and just really excited to spotlight that. We've also been conducting, as a part of that strategic planning process, interviews with stakeholder partners. How can we as an association help our members? How can we do better work? How can we provide more quality opportunities through professional development, advocacy, network leadership, and best practice sharing? We attended lots of professional development this summer, including the CASA Summer Institute, and we are working on expanding some partnerships and opportunities and some things that you should know about. We are in partnership with our Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity here in Michigan around a new apprenticeship grant program that will be launching late this fall, early next year, particularly providing apprenticeship and pre-apprenticeship opportunities for adult learners, those without a high school diploma or an equivalency. We're very excited about it. It's a new initiative, new grant opportunity, and something that we're going to be collaborating on. So if you have supportive resources for that could help, please let us know. We've also been reaching out to expand the imprint of what we do and who we are connected with, and that includes working and analyzing both statewide and national trends around the populations we serve and the providers we have. And so we've made connections with the Michigan Economic Development Corporation to talk about how to upskill and provide resources for the economic climate that we have and the untapped pipeline that we have for youth and adults in our educational programming, the Michigan Chamber of Commerce to talk about workplace literacy and how to provide a lot of those services that are contextualized using many of the resources that you all bring us, and the Michigan College Access Network. How do we transition many of our learners into the next phase of their learning as we promote lifelong learning? So we're very excited. We've got a lot of neat projects and we're back in the office and we're just really excited for the year ahead. So a few comments. The first is that, as I discussed earlier, the theme of our conference is Partners for Progress. And this is really important for us as we look at how we engage with so many other initiatives that are going on. And our theme really tries to capture that. A few that are so important is how our programming across all aspects from early childhood through adult skill building is very contextualized. It has a purpose. There's a mission assigned to it, and it intersects with both K-12 education, workforce development, flexible learning options, digital literacy. There's so many crossover and connections, and so we want to highlight that at the conference. There's also a number of initiatives in our state, including the Michigan Reconnect and the 60 by 30 program, that are encouraging youth and adults to not only obtain their high school equivalence credential, which many of our providers work on, but also to then transition to employment, post-secondary opportunities, or other training opportunities, and to have those credentials be counted to have 60% of the adult population in Michigan have a credential by the year 2030. We're a part of that. We support that. And I would be remiss too if we didn't talk about family literacy and the importance of the programming that we do and what it means for the communities. So that's kind of the theme of our conference. We're excited. We're going to be inviting other partners from outside of the worlds of community alternative adult education to learn about the work that we do and to enhance and showcase our connections to their work. We're also excited to be in Muskegon. It's a new venue for us. It's been totally renovated and new. I've actually been visiting there a couple of times just to check it out. It's beautiful. It's a great location right on the lake shore there in West Michigan. And it's going to be at the Van Dyke Mortgage Convention Center. In your exhibitor and sponsor packet, I included information about the location, the address. So please refer to that. If you have specific questions, you can reach out to me about that. And then directly attached to the convention center is the Delta Hotels by Marriott Muskegon. And so we have a block room right there. And so we would encourage you to register early, secure that location. And in the information packet, all of that is provided. And we're so excited because Muskegon is on the west side of Michigan near to Grand Rapids. It's beautiful along the lakeshore there. It'll be a lovely fall time for you to go up and see that. It may look a little different. We are in November, and so we're hopeful for beautiful weather, despite being a little later than our typical conference. We're so looking forward to it. It's about a 40-minute, 35-minute drive from downtown Grand Rapids if you've been there before. A couple of things, a timeline for special events for the conference is that the official conference is Monday, November 14th through Wednesday, November 16th. But Sunday evening, we do have an opportunity for you all to begin checking in. I know many like to arrive and have that time to set up, have a quiet evening to get started on a multi-day parade, if you will. And also on Sunday evening, with a smaller crew coming in, and we'll have a number of members that are arriving early. We'll be having a president's and new attendee reception that we would love to invite you to and have you there and join us so you can mingle. I can connect with you and I can connect you with some of our members and conference attendees that may need your services and want to know more about you. And then we'll be having concurrent sessions on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The times are listed there. What's significant on Monday evening is that all exhibitors and sponsors are invited to host our reception. And so we'll have heavy hors d'oeuvres and cocktails available right in the vendor reception area so that you can get tons of foot traffic there, tons of people stopping by. We always encourage giveaways, or if you've got informational cards that you want to share with them, that is a prime opportunity. in addition to all the other breaks, times, and other mentions throughout the entire conference. But that's something to know on your schedule that we would love to have you there, to be at your booth and to be meeting and mingling with folks as they're going through. Tuesday is also our annual awards luncheon, where we'll be highlighting some of the most distinguished members that we have within our association that have been nominated. Wednesday also is important because our state adult education office, who we work with very closely, will also be giving an update on that day, and then the conference will end at noon. And we just want to take this time to thank you for being an exhibitor and a sponsor. Your support is extremely important to us and allows us to be able to do the work that we do. We are one of the only state associations that has a full-time executive director as well as office staff that can prepare and plan events. And your direct support of our conference helps us to maintain quality professional development, give you direct access to folks that would like to learn more about your information, that need your information, that utilize your information, that are looking to expand their resources, but also allows us to maintain our services as a whole entity and as an association. So we can't thank you enough. For all those of you that have partnered with us before, continue to part with us, or will be partnering with us as we look forward. I wanted to just quickly go over and share. You should have received this document, which is the exhibitor information. It includes a more detailed overview of the conference, including the registration link to register, again, that timeline of events for you, and then also includes the specific sponsorship and exhibitor levels that we have. You'll note on the left is the sponsorship levels, and then on the right is the specific kind of opportunities that are available for you at those specific levels. Of note, a couple of things are that all exhibitors will be provided a booth, all exhibitors and sponsors, and the attendee contact list for the conference. And then as you go up the scale, there are additional opportunities. Some of the questions that we often get are, I'd like to present. And so we've created an opportunity for that here at the gold level member, is that there will be a conference session presentation. And then we've also introduced this concept of the fall conference session sponsorship. We will be conducting a paper brochure this year. We've debated back and forth. During the virtual years, we had used a online application, and we've decided to return to a paper application just for this conference. But at those corresponding sponsorship levels, you'll have the opportunity to sponsor two sessions during the conference where you can poke your head in. You'll be recognized as a sponsor for that session and be able to say a quick hello at the beginning of that session and greet the attendees as they are welcomed, and then transition over to the full presentation. We would encourage you to look at sponsoring sessions that align with your mission and values, or programs or providers that use some of your resources or information that you share or that you are known for. And then certainly with the session presentations themselves, we would encourage you to co-present with any of those agencies and entities as well. There's additional information about the special events we have going on. We'll have an exciting vendor bingo opportunity for all of our conference attendees to be encouraged to visit. And then there's information about the hotel accommodations and the shipping materials as well. Some more information is that please follow us on Facebook. We're very active on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So follow us on social media. Our handle is at MACAE Today, MACAE Today. We also have two opportunities in addition to the sponsorship and exhibitor opportunities I previously listed, or in conjunction with. We're looking for a conference bag logo sponsor as well as a conference program sponsor. So if that seems up your alley, and we can negotiate a little bit, please let us know. We'd love to take you up on that opportunity and to feature your logo and your company's information more prominently in some of our programming. So that's it, kind of a brief overview. We're very excited to welcome you to Michigan. We're looking forward to it. We have over 250 individuals that typically register for our annual conference. We're very excited to hit that number, and we're hoping to exceed that even more. And this is the premier event in our state for adult community and alternative education. It's the only spot that you're going to be able to come to see professionals from all over the state. People are very dedicated. They're itching to get back up to in-person conferences and to network. We're going to be in a great location. The other thing is that we are going to be right in the heart of Muskegon. And so there's actually a social district. So many of the bars and restaurants that are in the area are within that social district right near the hotel. So there's lots of great places and eateries to explore, breweries and wineries to explore. And so we're very excited about that. Bring your parka perhaps in November in Michigan, but we'll be warm together. So thank you all so much for your interest. If you do have additional questions, you can go to our website, MACAE.org, and we have all this information listed there for you. Or please reach out to us. We'd love to form and foster and cultivate a relationship with you that extends far beyond our fall conference, and additional opportunities for our members to support them, to share your information, to get you the direct contact with the folks that you need to be in contact with. So please reach out to us. My email is MACAE@gmail.com. Thank you so much again for joining us. We look forward to seeing you at the fall conference this year. Take care. Bye-bye.